Studnik Aquatics here. In my last video, I indicated that I have purchased a 75-gallon soft coral tank that's been set up for 10 years. I also purchased all of her gear. I'm going to slowly be going through all this stuff. There's quite a bit here. Circulation pumps, lighting, you name it, it's here. Sand, everything. Anyway, that's why this room is such a mess. Down on the end there, that's my 240-gallon freshwater cichlid tank, and the lights aren't on yet, but it's just a gorgeous system. And what I'm going to do here is a major change. I'm actually moving my fish room. And when you come down the hallway here, I have my bird, my parakeet aviary that I built. I think it turned out pretty good. I did a build series on that if you're interested, on my channel at Studnik Aquatics. And as you turn in here, the original house here that I was living in, it burned. I got my daughter out. I collapsed on the floor. They dragged me out. Anyway, I put in a new home in 2012, and I used the existing base. So I finished the basement here. And so this is currently what this is this is just a little hallway. And this is storage on this side. And all these doors here hold aquarium supplies. Actually, behind here, there are two holes cut, if I get this thing to focus in. And there's room, you can put 10-gallon tanks in the wall. I decided not to do that for a while. Anyway, when you get to the end of the hallway, I have a door here. My business is Studnik Aquatics and Aquarium Service. And you move into here, and this is my fish room, okay? Of course, I built everything, put that wall in. On the other side of this wall, to the north, is the same size room that's actually my shop. So every time I need to get water or do something, I do have a hole in the wall, I have it figured out, but if I need to carry something to the shop, I have to go all the way around through here and around. So here's what I'm going to do. This is, and the lights aren't on yet, but these are the corals that I bought from her. There's some really nice ones. I have them set up in a 40 breeder on the floor temporarily. And this is the stand that she used. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to put I'm going to put that tank and stand, a 75-gallon that I bought from her. I'm going to set it back up. I have a 75-gallon soft coral tank upstairs. I'm going to leave it. It's doing well. It's been set up since January. I was originally going to use a 150-gallon, a 150 tall, but it developed a leak. And so my son and I are going to attempt to fix that. And if we can get it fixed, someday I will take and I will combine all of the corals in here and everything along with mine upstairs and put it all upstairs. But in the meantime, I need to clear off this south wall, because if I get this cleared off with nothing here, this all has to come down, and put really nice shelving in there. Then I can start taking everything out of storage in this hallway and get that completely cleaned out. And once I get that cleaned out and get everything over here on storage, then what I'm going to do is I am going to remove this portion of the ceiling here, and I'm going to take out this wall, and I'm going to turn this into a room. This goes another 4 feet that way, so I'm going to have a fish room that is not as big as before, but I did do some measuring, and all of my aquarium racks will fit on that back wall, and this will be a nice little fish room. I will have to take my air, I'm going to leave the pump back in there, but I'll have to take this down and move it. I'm also going to remove this ceiling out of here, because I don't need a ceiling in my shop. And I'm going to put it in here so that this entire room has a really nice ceiling in it. I'm also throwing around the idea of removing the flooring I put in and putting it in the fish room. So when I'm done, I will also have to put a door there so that I can maintain my temp. So when you come downstairs and you come into the room, I'm going to get a door with a window. When you come in here, you walk in, and this is going to be my fish room here. And so that's going to work out really well. You will then move into here. And once you move into here, I'm going to remove that wall, and now I have a nice big long shop with 2 access doors, one there and one here, which means when I need to do a water change or anything, or wash anything out in my sink or anything from my fish room, I no longer have to walk all the way around. I just walk through that door. The sink's on the other side of that wall right there. It's a long process, but the first step is to get this taken down, and this is where I put some of the fish that she had. I have put some of them upstairs in my 2 systems up there. I currently have, she had a tornado clown. This is some kind of, I think it's a Smith's damselfish, a yellow-tailed goby, and then there are a yellow-tailed damsel, and then there's a little goby all right down in there. It's not focusing in. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, since I only have 4 fish left of hers, it's going to stay in her system. I'm going to put them in this tank down here. I'm going to move the filtration into there. Her fluval canister filter is not working properly. I ordered a Seachem Tidal. I love them. And I'm going to put her media in it so that we maintain, and so the fish will be in there. And by doing that, I can remove the water out of here. I'm going to put it in there because I need to save all the water I can for setting everything up. And I'm going to take that water, set it in there, take that filtration, hook it up on various tanks, and then I will take this stand down, take these 2 quarantines down, and I'm going to completely rebuild that stand so that it's made to fit a 40 instead of a 75. Because where it's made to fit a 40 from here to here, that means I can remove this stuff off this wall and it fits right here, and that will work. I don't want to put her 75 on this one. Really too bad. I'd rather keep it on that stand. That's why I'm doing that. And so once I get this taken down, then I will take this stand apart and I will rebuild it so that it holds the 40 breeder instead. So basically I'm going to be removing this much of this stand. And I'll still be able to put my quarantine on the bottom, probably put 1 quarantine tank on the bottom. I like to use that little double one. I can quarantine freshwater, and then I'll keep this for quarantine for saltwater, because every fish that goes in my system is quarantined for 60 days. I'm not worried about her fish because her system has been set up for 10 years, and she said she hasn't so much as even added a piece of coral in 3 years. So there's no disease issues there, no marine velvet or anything. So that's the plan. It's a long-term plan. First step is to get this taken down and rebuild this stand and set it over there and reset up the quarantine over there. And then I will take this stand, put it over here, and leave enough room for my shelving here. And I probably still have room for we'll see how this works out. So anyway, it's kind of a big plan. It's kind of a long plan. It's going to take a lot of time, but I'm going to start working on it, and hopefully slowly this fall and winter I get this project done. This is Studnick Aquatics. Thanks for watching.